Hey everyone, how are you? It's Laurie, and I'm here to do your aura reading, your uplifting reading all about you. I did this. The files seemed to be corrupted, and then somehow I deleted it. So, redoing it a day later, maybe 2 days later, I don't know. I know I'm frustrated. I will admit it, I'm frustrated. Okay, I'm not feeling this whole thing anymore. Got to give it time. All right, so basically right now I'm going to do it differently. You've got flowering and we are the world. So there is something about you blossoming into reconnection within yourself, within the group, within your community. You're opening up a spiritual awakening. I am hearing this may be something that you are good at. Like you are good at bringing people together. You're great at creating networks. I'm hearing, that's kind of weird, utilitarian energy. So like, utilitarian means like utility, like usage, putting things to good use. That's what I keep hearing. All right, let's go ahead and see what you've overcome, accomplished, that you should be proud of. So I'm getting here that you are very connected. You've got a great network of support, of community, and this is through good deeds. Like you're a volunteer, you work for a nonprofit, you create nonprofits, you get grants or money for others. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have coming out here. Innocence. This did come out in your other uplifting reading that I did, the Innocence card here. And this time it feels pretty much the same, like helping those who can't necessarily help themselves, but it comes from a place of purity, divine purity, good-heartedness, lack of ego. I'm also hearing naivety, and that came through kind of in the other reading, but this is enveloping a whole different energy here. This is you blossoming, overcoming something where maybe you felt naive, felt like you didn't know, didn't understand, or maybe people told you that you were naive. Now, there's a praying mantis on this shaman's hand here, okay? And he's looking at eye to eye. And the praying mantis is not praying. The praying mantis is reaching out. But it's like an innocence of expectation. Like, I don't know what to expect. I assume that the praying mantis is friendly. I'm going to see if I can connect. There's a connection here, and that's what keeps coming through here. I'm getting that in the past, people took advantage of your innocence, your kind-heartedness. You are willing to help other people and to see the best in all things. And you have overcome that energy and still have a big, beautiful heart where you're doing wonderful things to help other people. So you could be working to help other people gain knowledge so that they are not taken advantage of. I am hearing humanitarian energies, efforts here to preserve wildlife, to preserve nature, to preserve the world we live in, to make sure that something does not become extinct, okay? Making sure that it not only doesn't go extinct, but that it grows. So maybe you're trying to turn the tides of morality here in the world. All right, let's see what else is coming out here. What kind of influence do you have on the people around you? Let me move these up just a touch. All right, what's the influence you have on the people around you? Guilt. Oh, but you're removing their guilt. You're helping them deal with their shadow side and return to innocence, blossoming, growing, showing them how they're connected to all things. And this is important. This literally is very important work here that you're doing. Helping people to process, deal with, and this is exactly the same message that came out in the other one. You're helping people to process their shadow sides, the darker sides of what they've done. So some of you, it could be you're working on a large scale energy of working with a corporation who has poisoned some sort of land, and you're there to help them resuscitate the land, bring it back to what it should be. This could also be you dealing with people who have committed heinous crimes against humanity. Okay, they've hurt somebody, they've stolen millions, whatever it is. This feels like whatever was perpetrated here by these people that you're working with, it was on a grand scale. It wasn't a minor thing, okay? Could have been a person who literally stole people's life savings, and now they're sitting in prison, and you're showing them how to feel remorse for what they've done so that they can move forward. Let go of the guilt, let go of the shame. I don't think they had any of that in the beginning. I don't think they became aware of it until they got found out. I know that sounds weird. I know that it sounds narcissistic, and it probably was. They probably, for whatever reason, felt that what they were doing was justified. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it, okay? However, somewhere along the way, they had it pointed out to them, and they gained some sort of knowledge that this was not right, it was not good, and now they've got a lot of guilt and shame over what they've done, and you can help them process this. How to say, you know what you did was wrong. What can you do to make restitution? What can you do to restore those people's money? What can you do? Okay, even if you can't give back the money that you stole from somebody, what can you do so that this does not happen to someone else? Okay, so maybe you teach them how to be a teacher against those things. Oh, that's so convoluted right now. All right, let's see what a talent or skill is that you have that Spirit wants to shine a spotlight on. Now, I am getting here that you could be a counselor. You could be, like I said, somebody who goes in and writes grants to get money to restore land, property, animals. I'm also here, I just heard if, oh, don't lose it, Laurie, don't lose it. Shoot. Okay, let's see if it comes back to me. It doesn't have to be on that grant. Passing laws, writing laws, getting legislature, even on a what we call a local level. So like within your household, within your community, within your city, within your state, okay? And it gets bigger and bigger as it progresses. But all of you are going to be at different places in that ripple effect. It has an effect. It affects the whole world eventually, okay? Beautiful. All right, so what you're doing is infecting goodness and the right energy back into the world. Look at this. This cat card came out too. Playfulness, and I think it came out in the... No, this was your advice. All right, so this is a talent or skill that you have, which is a big part of what Spirit was saying is you show people how to incorporate their darker side and yet still have fun, okay? To get out there and lighten up their loads. Start feeling like part of the world again. Feeling like a productive, energetic person versus sitting and wallowing in pity and sorrow and guilt and not being able to move forward, or still sitting in narcissism. No guilt, no remorse, no energy of restitution. This skill here, though, definitely brings a lighter energy, a sense of freedom. This says playfulness on here. And we've got innocence, okay? And the thing that keeps us from those things are things like guilt, shame, sadness, depression, unworthiness. And you shine a light on, hey, we're here to enjoy life. We're not here to be working 9 to 5. We're not here to feel horrible about our lives. We're human. We're divine beings having a human experience. We need to process. We're all connected. We're all going to grow, okay? Beautiful energy here of showing the divine side of life, the lighter, more playful energy of life. All right, let's see what it is you do right now that you should keep doing, okay? What Spirit says you do right now that you would benefit or others would benefit from you continuing to do. And I am hearing for the rest of your life. Just keep doing this, okay? Whatever this is, because it brings benefit to you or to others. Change. Yeah, don't just say, oh, that's the way it is and that's, that's the only way it can be. No, you usher in change. You bring change, and you see how life is about cycles. We have ups, we have downs. It's a changing of the seasons. But change is necessary for growth. Beautiful. All right, so that's something that you do right now. You usher in change, you accept change, you bring change. Okay, and look at how these two cards, We Are the World and the Change, are almost the same, okay? They have the same circular energy. This one's more clear with a gradation, as we would say, but here we have the seasons, which is a gradation of energy too. All right, let's see what we have here. Flowering, We Are the World, change. Yes, you welcome the change, you bring the change, you are the change. And that benefits not only you, but those around you. It has a ripple effect out into the world. All right, what is it that Spirit says, if you do this, this will nurture you? Okay, how can you take care of yourself is what I'm hearing. Totality. Look at the big picture. See how we're all connected. Take the chance. Okay? If you don't take the chance and count and trust on others and the connections that you have, you will not have those connections. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so there's something about the trusting, the connections, the networking. It's all tied together. But if you do not trust in something, if you do not continue to have faith, that's what Spirit wants you to do. Even through all these changes, remind yourself it's your faith that keeps the cycle going. It's what perpetuates the change. Oh, that's interesting. All right, and I will say past lives came out, not this particular card, but an old souls card. So something about you having lived past lives also is coming out. We're going to get you a couple of oracle cards here. Let's see what the Sacred Forest has in store for you. This is definitely an interesting read. I like this. Very humanitarian. Some of you, it's very utilitarian. And again, I'm getting like land usage, land poisoning, destruction of wildlife, habitats, and restoring those things. You are the one that helps to restore these things. You bring about the restoration process in some way. Maybe you're the person who wakes people up to what they're doing. okay? Not just the fixing it, but waking people up to, hey, you can't keep dumping these toxic chemicals here because you're poisoning not only the land and killing the wildlife, you're killing humans or affecting human life, you know? It's different for each of you. And I probably just said something that is probably going to get this message not to go out to everyone again. I know I have to be careful what I say, even though what I'm saying is good news, positive and uplifting, and not against anybody, but look at that. Crystal Cave. The last thing we were talking about was trust. And this is card 9, and 9s are about releasing, letting go, taking a chance. It says here, the spirit of the Crystal Cave says you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your own instincts. That's pretty good confirmation right there for you. We're going to go ahead and get you a Queen of the Moon Oracle message. Two cards of change, okay? Two cards of trust. So this is card 35, which is an 8. So the change comes within yourself first. All right, let's see what this says. Accept change. Life, like the seasons, is about to change. Take advantage of the change of energy. Go ahead and plan ahead. It says one of the great truths in life is that change is constant. It is unavoidable, and we can resist all we want, but nothing will truly stay the same. It is better then to prepare and even direct change by setting your intentions and building your personal power from the inside out. Okay, have that trust, have that faith, because this is where the changes are dictated from. Seasonally, there are times of the year that have at their very essence a profound sense of change, usually the shoulder seasons of autumn to spring, summer to fall. It is at these times of year we can feel more easily the shift between one season and another. All right, this moon shines down upon the winds of change, the clearing storms, the electric crackle of lightning, and the boom of thunder echoing across the valley. There is great energy to be channeled in such a time and to be focused towards riding change with joy, ease, and playfulness. Beautiful. All right, the companion's gemstone for this card is the serpentine. And I know I have some serpentine here somewhere. Right here. All right. So that's a very dark green with a lighter green running through it. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, no, wait a minute, wait. Spirit's telling me I did not give you something. Oh, somebody wants your spirit animal. Okay, I will get that for you. Let's see what we have. Glad you caught me. Got two. First one is the Swan Spirit. Take time for a deep dive. Card 60. And then we have card 1, Ant Spirit. It's time to collaborate. All right, so I'm hearing here that some goal, project, plan that you have in the process that has been not moving. It's not been growing. It's not been changing. Now is the time to actually collaborate, to make a little bit of a compromise here, because there's been something missing. There's been a piece missing. And the only way to find that piece is to work together. Oh, and I was seeing peace as P-I-E-C-E, and then it changed to P-E-A-C-E. So in order to find the peace, the solution, the resolution, it is going to be to work together, okay? Otherwise, you can't find the solution. Look, we have red ants, and we have the red cape on the change card here. Interesting. All right, and the other card was the swan card, to take time for a deep dive. All right, so something about looking deeper into the situation, maybe looking within yourself instead of externally. Let's see. It says time for a deep dive. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When Swan Spirit arrives here, as she has, you are being called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available to see on the surface. You may think you know what's best for right now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, because there is knowledge you are not aware of, and there is a great treasure to discover. Deeper understanding is waiting for you, and a perspective that comes from greater self-knowledge is what you need right now to better understand this situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, your intentions, your innocence, your divinity, your connection to all things, so too will you come to better know others. So Swan Spirit is asking you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others, and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. Again, you will not find the peace until you are willing to work together. Okay, so there is a time to collaborate, to work together. Understand that there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to dive deep into your own personal why. Why are you feeling the way you do? What is it you really need from this? All right, I'm feeling like you're in a very challenging negotiation right now. Ask yourself the deeper questions, and you will be led by grace, by the grace of Swan Spirit. Okay, so the answers will come to you if you are willing to look a little bit more deeper than maybe you have been. Maybe making a little bit of a compromise here. I'm hearing it will bring a lucky break. All right, that's what I've got.